Okay, so first I'm gonna play this clip, and then I'm gonna show you the exact spot in the video it's at, and break it down for you.
They don't have an idea. I got a DM from an anonymous source, but it's a pro player, and they basically because they were watching the show or whatever, and they said that. Well, let me read it verbatim because I don't want to like misconstrue anything. He said, "Bro, they don't even know where people are coming from. They're in a hill where spawns are so easy to read, and they're asking each other, where are they?" That is literally what a pro said.
That's what we were roasting the Falcons for, bro. Oh
Like,
God.
It was in the listening, apparently, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, these guys they're lost. Their arrows aren't looking in the right places. Their arrows are not moving into the right places. They can shoot their guns, but at the end of the day, they don't know where the fuck they are, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna break this down right here. So it was at this point in time, by the way. So I'm gonna put the volume up. You're gonna hear AG spawn. So AG just died. So I'm gonna explain what he said, and then I'm gonna explain my thing. So he says to Ken right here when he spawns. So you're gonna see him spawn right there in like 2 seconds. He says, "I spawn. Where do they spawn, Ken?"
Wrinkle. I got it, I'm trying it. He's one dark at me. I'm trying to live. I think my feeling good. She's
Where's this one, kid?
Keep it dark, paper.
I have it, dark paper, watch the
Dark, look at me.
And you could actively see his like arrow on the maps like pretty confused. But let me explain to you something about this game, and it's pretty simple. And take into account #1 CDL analyst, by the way, AG, by the way. If this fucking video makes it to you, if you want to critique people who don't play professionally, critiquing gameplay, I literally most of the time just watch VOD in this game. I may play 8s, may play some ranked, but most of the time I spend probably 90% of the time watching VOD. I probably watch more VOD than 90% of the people that play this game. And I know, even from playing pubs, because you could just play pubs, you could play 8s, you could play a ranked game for literally 10 minutes. And no, on every hill, there's like one side you spawn on, one side you spawn on. It's like pretty simple. Sometimes it might spawn you deeper, whatever. But on any given hill, if you never get like the one side or the other side spawn and it spawns you out somewhere further, that means one thing in Black Ops 6. It means there's a person on both sides. So when AG spawns, because usually you get that spawn or you get this spawn, or like you may spawn in here. But either way, you either spawn on that side, you spawn that side. If it spawns you there, which is not here or there, that should tell you there's a person on both sides. That is what that means on every fucking hill. Every fucking hill. You know, some hills may be angled a bit different, but everyone knows what the normal spawns for every fucking hill are. If it spawns you further out, somewhere where you're not used to, the only time that this spawn would ever happen, like normally, is if there's a teammate there. Like, because sometimes you actually do spawn on your teammates, but pretty much every other time, it's like, if you spawn there, when you're used to spawn on a P3, where it's either here or there, if you spawn there, and it's by yourself with no teammate there, because that spawn does happen. If you have like a teammate that just came up Eskies, sometimes it spawns you right on them. That's when it's normal. But if you spawn there by yourself, when everyone else is like on the hill, that means they're on both fucking sides. And you could even see he spawns up, and like he kind of gets it, because he's like, fuck, I got this spawn, but he's like looking that way, looks back, he's like, what the fuck? Like, doesn't really know where, but he's able to fucking get a kill, then he gets traded. But I mean, I know he hasn't quote unquote played the game for a month, but he played before then, and he's been playing 8s. He's been in scrims for the past like 3 weeks now, you know? Like, he just got back after the major, or like 2 weeks, whatever you want to say. Bro, with coaches, everyone, a VOD review. Like, how much VOD do you actually watch? I promise you, to any pro player, any challenger player, any ranked player, anybody listening to this video, you learn more from watching VOD than anything else. I swear to you, obviously, bro, when you watch a lot of VOD and then you go play the game, you just understand things way better because you're like, oh yeah, that, like, it makes so much more sense. But if you play 90% and watch VOD 10%, obviously when you're a pro player, like, you just play more, but you need to watch a lot of VOD because you would know shit like this. And I didn't even have to watch VOD to know this. I was playing hardpoint pubs, like, on random maps, and I would notice you spawn on one side, you spawn on the other. And then there'd be a time, like, on Scud. Oh my god, I'm actually about to pull it up. Alright, so this is Scud, right? This is Scud. This is a fucking pub map. This is a pub map, by the way. So, on a P2, there was a P2, and on P2, if you play this map in pubs, you either spawn back here, or you spawn on this side. You spawn here, or you spawn there. On a P2 one time, I spawned over here. I was like, what the fuck? Instantly. Like, because, like, I played the map before, and I would either spawn here or I would spawn there, depending on the side my team's at. And then there was a time I spawned over there. And that clicked to me instantly. Because I knew the last spawn I got was over here, but then I spawned over here the next time. Instantly knew there's, like, a guy over there. And I fucking went over there. I got a kill, and we got the spawns back on this side. It is not rocket science, by the way. I'm not saying AG is, like, the reason for anything. Their whole team is actual idiots right now. Whoever's doing the vetoes, which is another thing I want to bring up in multiple videos. Whoever's doing the vetoes should never do vetoes anymore. I don't know who that is. If it's the players, the coaches. If it's a collaborative effort, it needs to be coaches. If it's the coaches, it needs to be the players. If it's the players, it needs to be the coaches. You know? Hope you enjoy my TED Talk.